whatever, the people you know to call are the Timmies and Tommies. You're not going to call Jamal from down the block. And that might not even be racism. That's just who you know. So we as black people need to be encouraging our children and people who are grown-ass people to go, yo, what's up, people? Welcome to the Gifted Biscuit podcast. My name is Jahlil Tobee, a.k.a. Captain CoStar, and welcome to episode 4. I'm super consistent because if you're hearing this, it'll be on Tuesday and probably on Wednesday for the video version because I'm super motherfucking busy all the damn time doing nothing. But before we get into the show, let me just remind y'all, a quick disclaimer, I curse a lot. So if you're working and you're not working from home and your boss tends to get over your shoulder because he don't really like you, or your mom hovers around your room because she thinks you're doing some dumb shit, let it be known I curse a lot. So whatever whoopings you may incur, whatever demerits or firing you may get for less than the inappropriate content, I'm going to let you know now that is not on me. Do not hit my inbox with that. If you want to hit my inbox with questions though, you can do that at www.CaptainCoStar123@gmail.com for questions, concerns, comments, all that good stuff. Now, today that I'm recording this is October 13th, 2020. And before we begin, let me just jump ahead of myself one last time. So just thank you guys for your support. You guys have been great. I've been hearing a lot of good feedback. It has been just an amazing experience learning how to do all this stuff and learning and growing. And I just want to thank you guys again for just being there with your boy. Like, this is hard. It's hard, people, to get my ass up every day and do some shit. And then today of all days, on Tuesdays, I gotta sit in front of this camera and I gotta look as beautiful as I do. It's hard, people. You don't get this luxurious beard by just being an average man. You don't. And this episode, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this episode, I really like the topic. Like, I like all my topics, right? I love all my topics because I feel like they always touch a near and dear place in my heart. But this one is one that we really got to talk about now. We really got to sit down and have this discussion, all right? Because as a creative, this is something that is super important to me. And if you just look around, you're going to see a lot of this happening, and a lot more of it needs to happen because we need more black people in good places. We need more black voices being heard. We need more black stories being told. But before we get to all that, I want to talk about and pat myself on the back for being consistent, okay? It is super hard for me. Yes, me. I know you're like, what? Him? No way. Him? He's always consistent. I'm not. But I am today. This is number 2 of being consistent and being on. So listen, I'm going to let y'all know now for the first 3 minutes of every podcast that I am on, and I am on here on Tuesday. If you're listening to it on Tuesday when it was released, I want you to know I'm going to pat myself on the back for being consistent because that shit is hard. And I think you should pat yourself on the back too. Even if you're not as most consistent as you want to be, the fact that you're getting shit done, yo, let's get a round of applause for that. Let me get a round of applause for everybody who's A, either being consistent, or B, knows they haven't been consistent, but they're okay with being trash and they vow to do better, okay? Now, let's get to the main topic because like I said, I don't want to waste y'all time. We're gonna snap into it, we're gonna snap out. Y'all got shit to do, I got shit to do, I got articles to write, which by the way, if you want to read because you don't want to listen or you find it better to just read and get the content, hey, I understand. You can get that at www.giftedbiscuit.com for all your articles on motivation, inspiration, self-care, pop culture, video essays. God, I cannot talk. All that good shit. If you want to read, because maybe you like to read at night or whatever, yo, hit the website up. The link will be in the description and it will be somewhere else. I'm not sure yet because we're moving things around. We're changing and growing. Thank you for being there with me. Now, let's talk about the topic for today's show. Build the table and welcome others. That's the topic right now. My audience, or at least the audience that I want to attract, look like and should look like me, okay? Before anything else, before I'm a creator, before I'm a videographer, before I'm a writer, before I'm a chef, before I'm anything else, I'm a black man in America. And as a black man in America, I gotta say, shit's scary. But before we even talk about how shit is scary, the honest truth is when I grew up, I didn't have a lot of voices telling me or showing me that I could be anything other than an entertainer, other than a basketball player, or other than like a criminal, to be quite honest. But I think it's so amazing that in 2020, we have people like Beyonce, like Ava DuVernay, like Jordan Peele, like Rihanna, who are showing that no, we are people of color who can go into these fields and do these amazing things, and they put other people on, right? And that's the beautiful part, right? So originally, right, people would look at Hollywood and they say, it's racist, man. It's just white people putting on white people. And while that is true, while there's definitely a bunch of hedonism and a bunch of, I forget the word. Damn, I don't want to stop this show just to look up a word. You know what I mean, right? When like, I think that is hedonism, right? When like your son is like, he's like also doing the thing you wanted to do, and you're doing it, so you put him on. I think that's hedonism. If I'm wrong, y'all tell me in the comments. But yeah, there is a certain amount of racism of not being even put in those spaces. But also, say you're a white dude named Tom and you go to a certain college, and a lot of black people can't even afford to go to the college, so your college is a predominantly white school. If you go to a video school, when you get out and you create your own, I don't know, your own studio or whatever, the people you know to call are the Timmies and Tommies. You're not going to call Jamal from down the block. And that might not even be racism, that's just who you know. So we as black people need to be encouraging our children and people who are grown-ass people to go out there and go get those jobs, right? Because when they get on, then they put other people on. Then they actually can call Jamal and say, hey, yo, bro, I got a project for you. Yo, come through, right? But on top of that, on top of being able to push our people to go into those spaces and to push past that racism, that prejudice, whatever, what have you, and persevere and get into those spaces like Jordan Peele has done, like Ava DuVernay has done, like so many other black creators have done, we also need to push to build our own tables. Beyonce is a prime example. Rihanna is a prime example of someone who has built their own table. Rihanna built Fenty. She built her makeup brand. She built her lingerie brand, which I think all that ties into Fenty. Point is, she built that shit. So now, if a black person comes along who she likes their shit, she can put them on. She couldn't do that if she has to go to Maybelline and all those other white brands. She can't do that. She can't put someone on. But because she created her own brand, because she created her own things, she now has the option and the opportunity to give life to others. And we as creators need to really focus in on owning our own shit. For too long, we have allowed white people, especially America at large, to take advantage of black culture, to profit off of black culture, and to own our shit. Case in point, the record industry. Too many times was a black man or a black woman duped with a chain or a car or some nonsense. Come to find out, they don't own their masters. We all know of a rap artist that has been taken advantage of an artist that is a bad deal. We know of them. We just don't talk about it that much. But the truth really is, it's time to start talking about that. It's time to open up that discussion. It's time to start owning our own record labels, owning our own bookstores, owning our own whatever, what have you. We need to build the table, and then after we have built it, we need to welcome others. Not just other black people of color in general. There are so many amazing stories. There are so many amazing things that could be told on screen, in song, in book form, but they're not. You know why? Because the only tables we get to approach are the tables of white people who want to keep us in this box of an underdeveloped, unwritten black person who just he and haws and jives. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But I'm starting to see, like Lovecraft Country, like Watchmen, I'm seeing a lot of black people on screen. Hold on one second, let me take this water. I told you that's not gonna change. I'm gonna drink this water. I'll be talking, spitting facts. My mouth be dry. I've seen so many black stories that are different. Like Lovecraft Country, yes, it is about Jim Crow. And yes, it is very prevalent in a time where prejudice was extreme and was very out there. Don't get me wrong, prejudice is still extreme. It's just it's much more covert. That's not the point. The point is they're able to weave sci-fi into a natural space of black people where it doesn't feel forced, where it doesn't feel contrived. And that is large in part to its directing team and to the people they have on the show, where it feels like it's black people being directed and written for by black people. And we need more of that. We need more of that. We need more black people making our own shit, directing our own shit, writing our own songs, making up our own shit so that we can put somebody on. We need to stop the culture of pitting people against each other. We need to stop the culture of saying this person is better than this person. This person is doing something that this person isn't doing. How about we start on what can these two people do together? What can we together create? Who can we put on? What can we show a little black boy or a little black girl? Because that's the honest truth. The honest truth is a lot of us are stuck in the hood because we don't see a better way. Because when we turn on our TVs, all we see are white people doing good. When we listen to music, the only black music we really listen to is hood shit. That's the truth. We need to change that. We need to change the narrative of black people by building our own shit and showing the world how beautiful we are. We need to show them black girl love and black boy joy and black excellence and melanated excellence. And I get passionate about this because that's what I want to do. That's why I created this brand. That's why I created this platform for myself. And yes, while I am using the YouTube and Spotify and Apple, which, by the way, side note, I didn't even know because, okay, I'm gonna quickly aside myself real quickly. I did not know because I thought Apple hoed me and I didn't think they accept my podcast, but I found out by randomly Google searching that they did. So, yo, if you like this show, please rate us 5 stars. Now I can actually say, yes, it does affect the algorithm. We're on there. We in that bitch. Yo, please, if you fuck with the show, rate us 5 stars. Now let me get back to speaking facts. Like I said, and like I keep saying, we need to build our own shit. We need people, creators, non-creative, whoever of color to build our own shit and put our own people on. And it doesn't just have to be black people. It can be Spanish, Asian, Indian, whatever. But we need to our country is a country, or at least it's supposed to be a country founded on multinational, multicultural excellence. So why is it that when I turn on my TV, I see the same rugged 45-year-old white dude playing every role? Why? Why is it? We need to do better. And I think we already have some people out there who are doing the best they can do, but we need more. We need to encourage our people to do more, learn more, grow more, push ourselves past the boundaries. I understand that as a black person, you have to work 3 times as hard to get half as much. But god damn it, when we get that half as much, we need to also be focused on putting people on, man. Let's build our brands, let's build our platforms, let's work, let's network. Let's get out there. Let's hustle. And when we build those tables like Beyonce has done, like Rihanna has done, like Jordan Peele has done, like Ava DuVernay and Misha Green and all these other black, Kev on Stage, Darius Cooks, all these excellent black people who have built their brands and platforms to where they can now put people on, they can give black people promo, they can give them jobs. We need more people like that. And if you are listening, if you are watching, if you are whatever, if you can hear my voice, you have the ability to do that. You have the ability to get there. You just need to see it. And that is why it is so important. Because if we don't see the ability, if we don't see the future, we can't shape it. If I never grew up seeing my father work so hard, and seeing that attaining a level of wealth was possible, that wouldn't even have been a thought in my head. So imagine kids growing up today where they get to see the great Chadwick Boseman as a Marvel superhero. Imagine when they get to see someone like Jamie Foxx play some of the biggest roles in the industry. They get to see Will Smith do some of the most amazing roles in the industry. They get to see Beyonce with Black is King. And they get to see Lovecraft Country with amazing set, amazing design, amazing actors, all who are black. all who don't have to fiddle with a mic, all who don't have to dribble a ball. Depicting people who don't just do that. Depicting doctors, lawyers, firefighters, police, depicting people that we can identify with to become those people in real life. Imagine a world where that is more widely accepted, where that is more widely known. And imagine if on top of that, we had our own spaces to create more of that. We need more of that. Now, like I said, we're gonna keep this shit short. So that's all I got on my notes. I only really keep one topic because, like I said, I know that y'all don't got that much time, but that's okay. We're gonna get this value in. So I'm gonna just keep y'all with the main takeaways in case you was driving, you road raging. It happens. I get it. Or not, or you was eating the sounds, whatever. You blacked out. Point is TLDR. What is TLDR? We need to build our own tables for our own people. All right. We need to create spaces for us to feel comfortable to share our real stories. I am tired of the white savior movies like The Longest Yard. I am tired of the slave stories. They are important, but we have much broader, much bigger stories. We need to create them. We need to support them. We need to embellish them so they become more widely known. And we need to depict broader roles, and we need to create our own spaces for the younger generation to see themselves in. That's all. And while that is a hard task, I know and I believe that myself and others can and are already doing it. So with that said, I know this was a super short episode, but like I said, I'm trying to keep them around 20 minutes. 20, 25. I'm not trying to keep y'all for long. I won't keep you long. I know Black Church is like 3 hours, and I know I'm speaking facts, and I'm speaking the gospel, but I won't be here for that long. I got shit to do. You got shit to do, hopefully. And if you don't have shit to do, find some shit to do. You're creative. You're talented. You're beautiful. You're all that shit. Come on now. So, with that said, thank you for listening or watching. If you're watching the video version at youtube.com/CaptainCoStar. No, I got fucking my own outro up. Goddamn. At youtube.com/Coffee Shop Network. I hope you enjoyed this little show. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it short. The show is ever evolving. We're gonna keep it short because, like I said, I don't want to waste you guys' time. If you enjoyed the show, which I hope you did, or you got something out of it, whatever, what have you, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you're on the video version. If you're on the audio version, which you can find now at Apple and on Spotify and on Stitcher, Podcast, fucking Anchor, anywhere, please rate us 5 stars, like, follow, all that good shit, because it moves me up the algorithm, which gets me brand deals and bags, which I need because I am poor. These lights ain't cheap. These decorations were not cheap. And speaking of which, if you really want to support me as a content creator, please visit our website at www.giftedbiscuit.com for more in-depth articles on inspiration, motivation, self-care, pop culture, a bunch of stuff. We got a bunch of great articles written by yours truly, and hopefully some more writers as we get along. If you'd like to write for the website, please also hit me up on the website or at www.costar123@gmail.com. I've been speaking fast. I've been speaking real fast. Also, if you want to drop a couple dollars, make it rain on me real quick, please consider donating to my Cash App, which should be on this side now. We're moving shit over because I got a little bit empty space here, but you won't see that because the video version will have all this nice stuff over here. You can donate me to via Cash App, $, and Captain CoStar, on Coffee. Consider joining our Patreon. All that good stuff. You are going to find it in the links below. So, make sure to follow me and follow us, the YouTube channel in general, and my socials. Again, links below. We are consistent. 2 weeks in a row. Fucking it up. 2 weeks in a row. We're going to try to keep that consistent train rolling. We're going to be uploading episodes every Wednesday because the audio version will always drop a day ahead of the video version. So the audio drops on Tuesday. The video version drops on Wednesday. As long as nothing interferes with that, because shit and life happens. So, other than that, I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace. If you like this episode, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all of our new episodes. Also, consider visiting www.giftedbiscuit.com for more in-depth articles from inspiration to motivation to much more. Have a great day.